Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, we can start. Some news about, I see lots of people that that help us, me as Woprin, basically, in writing code. And I don't want to have a list of no, but thanks to all people that are helping us in writing code and also in testing and so on. So thank you very much. And we will continue in this way. I think it's a good solution to share what we want to or what we expect to the system, and also that people can choose the right task without assigning or some in only in some case. And when they finish, they can push the code on GitHub. So it's a good way to implement our system. And thank you, Swapnil, as well. He is supporting me in this activity. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay. Yes, 22. Yeah, just 1 minute to the code of conduct. If there is some new person who joined the wiki call, and obviously I will try to share the presentation, and also, if when available, also the recording meeting. This is the presentation. And okay, yeah, I think you also wrote a document. I think it's an interesting document this week. I will share. Okay, we are about business topics. I think we can wait from Bobby or Tribur.
Whenever you want to end the
Oh,
agenda.
okay.
I was
Hello,
having
Bobby.
trouble logging into my Zoom account this morning. Wanted a new
No problem. Do you want to
get...
share your screen or?
Well, yeah, sure. I'll just take attendance and then go into the business stuff real quick, if that's okay.
Okay.
So
Okay, if you want to share, just okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
awesome. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so you share this one and just take. So welcome, everybody. I know Gianluca started with the code of conduct and the antitrust policy, which is, Linux Foundation Hyperledger sponsored call. So welcome, everybody. I'm going to introduce myself first. I am Bobby Mascara. I am a mentor on this project with Gianluca and Chapur and Kasha and Swanil to move this project hopefully into incubation and get more attraction towards it. I'm going to be doing what we call like the business end of it, whereas Gianluca is managing the or mentoring the overall development section. So that's who I am. And Gianluca, I don't know if you introduced yourself already.
No, not yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you. I'm Gianluca. I'm an Italian software engineer, and I started this journey, the previous edition of the Hyperledger mentorship program. It was very interesting. At the end of that program, Linux Foundation, Bobby, and other people asked me to start this project, and now we are sharing this interesting project that is in the implementation step of the prototype. So I'm very happy to that, and also I'm very happy that we have a good team, which consists of two groups. One is the development, so the technical team, but also the business team, which is very interesting. And just to finish, one thing, I'm happy if also someone which is dedicated to the technical part, the development part, can support the business team in the activities, which is very for us. It's very important to have that team. Thank you.
Okay, excuse me, Sahabhan? Subham?
Oh, hey everyone.
Hello
I'm
everyone,
there
am I
you go.
audible?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
So, my
So
name is Arun.
I'm Shubham Tiwari, a pre-final year student doing my bachelor's in computer science and engineering from National Institute of Technology, Patna, India. And I am a volunteer on this project and I'm very happy to work with the team. Thank you.
thank you so much. And how about, who's next? Anshika? Okay, how about Saradip?
Hello everyone. My name is Saurabh Ghosh. I'm a BTech computer science student from India. I'm a full stack developer and really excited to contribute in this project. Thank you.
Thank you. And then we're gonna go to Sarvesh.
Hello everyone, my name is Sarvesh and I'm from Triple IT Nagpur, India. And I'm really excited to contribute to this project and have great people like you in the community. So learning a lot from you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, that was very nice. Tripur?
Hi everyone, hi Bobby. I am one of the mentors and I am the project manager. So basically, anything between technical side and the business side, I will be in the between of it. And I have some few announcements to make, which I will be making like further down the meeting. So everyone, stay tuned to those things. Yeah.
Awesome. And Jacqueline?
Hi everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. My name is Jacqueline. I finished my bachelor's degree at University of Toronto, and I specialize in machine learning. And I will be pursuing information management at UIUC. I'm very excited to work on this project.
Okay, and finally, so Patrick?
Hello, ma'am. I am Pratik Mundal from India. I also love to contribute in this project. I am working on the front end side. I am a full stack developer. Very loving to contribute in this project. Thank you.
Thank you. I think that's everybody. Did I leave anybody out? Please let me know if I did. I'm scrolling through my screens and trying to make sure I got everybody. I think I did. Just interrupt me at any time if you have anything to say or have any comments, want to join in on a project or a section of the project that we're working on and you have input. Please let me know. I just go down the wiki pages, and if I see that you've added to the wiki pages, I'll call on you to talk about your addition and your inputs.
Hi Bobby, you just missed Swapnil.
Oh, sorry, Swapnil. Go ahead and introduce yourself. I'm sorry. I always miss somebody.
Hey everyone. I'm audible.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi. My name is Swapnil and I'm one of the mentors for this project. I will be helping you with the backend and the front end stuff. I've been involved with the Hyperledger community for the past year. I was part of Hyperledger mentorship working on mobile clients for Aries VCX. And I hope we'll all have fun working together.
Awesome. Thank you. Again, so I know I missed the first minute or two of the call where Gianluca was talking about volunteering and jumping in. This week and the next week, there's going to be a lot of call for small projects that need to be done. And I know, and Kasha has something she wants to introduce herself, but she's unavailable to speak. And she has something she's been working on that she might want to share tomorrow because she's having trouble with that, and that's great. So moving forward, I'm just going to now save this screen so I can get back to my menus. And I'm going to run to the business committee. So again, the business committee, we have the 4 sections of it. And right now, the main goal for me, it seems like we have a lot of disjointed projects to do, and we're really not focused on getting them done. So I, as a business entrepreneur, I like to always jump back, take a look, and pinpoint a goal. So I've done that this week with this. So this is a draft. It's not out open for anyone to see yet. This is all completely editable. But I figured that if we have a goal to work for, we'll get stuff done. So our goal now is the end of August. I picked the 28th because it's in the middle of the week at 7 p.m. This meetup, this is for us to introduce our work and ask the community for our needs. This will be a meetup that will be published throughout the entire global Hyperledger community. And I'm giving it a month so that we can, with our social media, really get a great audience for this. One of the things about the Hyperledger Zoom rooms that they give you when you do these networks event is there's no limit on how many people can show up. So my goal personally, because, I'm very competitive, I want to have the largest meetup Hyperledger has ever seen on this call for this meetup. We have a month to do that. If we make this exciting, I think we can do it. So that's my goal. So let's just walk through this real quick. This would be the date. We can change this when we get the draft where we like it as the team on this call or the team moving forward. We introduce this draft to David. We say, David, Princeton, Hyperledger Princeton has a draft for a global meetup. We'd like you to look at it and see what you can do to edit that. So that if he what it's saying, if he feels that there's any additions or if we left anything out, he'll add it and run it by us, and then he'll push it out there so that it becomes part of the meetup calendar, and it becomes part of an email that goes out to all the meetup organizers. And then we also can take over the LinkedIn boards, the social media, and really start doing a media campaign for this event. Meaning in the month that we build a story to get people interested. So what we say the first week isn't what we say the last week. It's in a month we're gonna, we have to discuss what that message is, obviously, and have ideas from the group, but we want to be able to build a buzz for that meetup. Again, this is just something I threw out there to start. This is completely editable. If anybody has anything they want to add to this or take away from it, I can put this on the wiki page for people to edit. Again, this is just all done through a chat bot, so I just put it in there. I didn't take the time to see if it was ours, but I'm going to put this into marketing. And then I know we had a meetup choice here somewhere. Meetups, I'm going to just pop that in there to see, and I'll put the date. And if anybody has any comments on this, I'm just going to put a table here for you to add whatever you need to say about this. Comments, I'm going to say, please edit form. Form, not from, form. then I'm going to put my name here. So that's like what I'm asking for people to do this week on this is read this over, this meetup invite, and change it. I mean, again, it was done by ChatGPT, so it is impersonal. It is not the story we want to tell, but it's just our way of, again, starting the process. So by next week, we'll have this published, so we have exactly a month to market this meetup. So that's the meetup itself. So I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to ask Subham if you want to take a stab at that meetup, as well as you can put information here or wherever in this you want. But what that LinkedIn first message will be to introduce this meetup. So LinkedIn lets you put the link to your meetup, and it lets you connect to it. So if you want to take a shot so that next week when David approves this global meetup, we can just shoot that message right out. And if anybody wants to take the same thing for the message on these channels, I mean, I know I have my own YouTube channel. We can get that same message about this project and the meetup that's coming up to all of these. We can write an article about, what we're doing, and then end the meetup article with an ask to join the meetup with a link to the meetup. Again, I don't like doing social media posts without an action item at the end. I'm not here for people to read my stuff. I'm here to get them to do something after they read my stuff. So to do something with all our first social media posts will be to join the meetup. Click the link, join the meetup, whether it's join the meetup group or whether it's I think it should be join the meetup itself, or the meetup group. I don't know. That's something we can decide, but you get people to get on the information flow for the project. And that would be either, again, joining the group so you get the messages, or joining the meetup. And we can, again, use the meetup organizer tool to push out information as well. I did put the meetup here so that, I should put a link. I gotta edit. So that the meetup gets put out with the same message for everyone, and we're working all on the same page. So that is the first thing that's going on is the meetup. And again, these social media posts, meetup articles. And again, if you have, here's the draft, we're going to go over that draft. We can do that in 2 minutes. Go over the draft for the Medium article, get that out. Again, I don't know how much, and this is up for the group to decide too. Medium articles to me are something that is referenceable on a long-term basis. So I'm not really sure you need the link for the meetup in a Medium article. Everywhere else, I would say definitely, but a Medium article is something that, like, in my opinion, withstands time. So if there's a link to an old meetup on there, it's really not gonna be that effective. Hold on just a moment. I have an issue here. Sorry about that. Again, so we'll go over that in a few minutes. Education, I really feel like I dropped the ball on that, but I'm going to ask Tripur and Kasha's not on the call, if next week, if you could possibly get together a little mini lesson for us and show us how to turn the GitHub repository into make the docs or read the docs. So that one, we have a great version of the GitHub repository for education. And two, so the people who were not on the documentation task force last year can see what we've learned through that task force last year. Is that okay, Tripur?
Yeah, for sure. I will upload it on the YouTube so that everyone can, learn from it. And
Excellent.
I will make
Thank you.
a detailed tutorial about it.
Thank you. So I didn't mean to put you on the spot. But that would be great. So that's, again, one of the things we first want to do is our educational materials all should be based on that GitHub repository. We should be able to have documentation so someone like me can pick up the documentation, go to a clean computer and download and test the package, see the interfaces, you know, and become a tester for whatever needs to be checked. So that's just, you know, education. I think our first thing is would be that GitHub, read the docs, make the docs, or get books. I forget what it was called, whatever one you have your choice in. I don't care which one you teach us, just as long as like everybody knows that that's what we did. Get, read, make for docs. And then the second thing for education is we're going to need to figure out what the meetup is going to have in it. So again, I'm not going to be doing anything in this meetup but introducing the team. This is your meetup. I've done 1,000 of these. I don't want to talk. So you guys have to figure out how this is going to be structured. So I'm going to, again, put and I think that's education, because however we structure this, this is how people will learn our product, learn about our story, and become connected to us. So that structure of the meetup, again, is something that we need to think about this week, so that next week, when we go to put this to David, we have, okay, first we're going to introduce the history of this, or we're going to introduce the history of Hyperledger Labs and then show us our, like, I don't know how we want to introduce our story. That's something for all of us to be thinking about during the week. And maybe even, you know, if we want a separate meetup to really fine tune this before we send it to David, we can meet on Thursday. That's no problem. But that would just be the other item that I think we should think about before we send, again, that meetup over to David. And the structure of the meetup, I just put that there for education, because the pieces, I like everything to be modular. So like whatever piece, for instance, Tripur is going to give us a little mini lesson on how to take your GitHub repository and make it into awesome learning materials. And she's going to put that on YouTube. So that would be like a module of education that we consider. I want our meetup to be the same thing, so that like there's an introduction, you know, we'll have a definitely hands-on lab. We'll have someone show first how to use the product from both the developers' perspective. Again, we have the different audience, the developers, the business people. So we have to have the meetup kind of hit a little bit on everything, but not too much, so that the other people who are not, like developers, aren't bored, or investors aren't bored, you know. So you got to kind of level the meetup so it hits everybody. I'm going to go back to marketing, because that's where the meetup was. Again, so you know, this has to be what to expect, and who should attend, and I like an agenda. So one, we're going to have a hands-on lab from, you know, we can do this an hour, we can do this an hour and a half. If you want to just do a meetup the first hour with Q&A, and then the second half hour is hands-on. Again, this is something that we have to decide. So that's really what I want to work on this week. Education, I did, where to go? I have the Kindle Create up and running on my system now. So I'm going to start pumping those 3 ebooks in. Again, if anybody has, where'd they go? Here they go, ebooks. If anybody has any ideas for these or wants to expand on these outlines for the 3 ebook series, please knock yourself out. Put information here. Again, I might be propagating the intro book, or, you know, if I have time to start really making this robust so that we can use these modulars in our presentations and our education materials as well. And then networking, again, is all going to come in once that we start that meetup. We're going to really have a great management system to keep track of the people who are interested in our project, because it's a shame if someone shows interest and then we don't follow up to keep them in the loop. So does anybody have any questions of the business section? I'm going to actually put what we need done here for the week. One is work on meetup outline. Did I leave anything out? That's, I think, what I was asking. So again, if you have any desire to do any of these things, please.
Yes, I have a question, Bobby.
Sure.
Yes, question. So we can start this week to propose some ideas on that topics.
On the, are you talking about the ebooks or the meetup?
Yeah, both.
Yeah, absolutely. I would like, so next week, before the end of the month, I'd like to actually have the meetup pushed out to the community so that we can really market it for a month. So this week is the week that we want all input on that. So I put the information here under marketing at the bottom for what's right now on the draft for the meetup group. So again, it was only done with a chat bot, so please edit it. And so, but this would be the agenda and what the community will hear from us, our story, to get them involved and join our meetup. So,
okay,
you know, you can look through. Okay, I'll go get the meetups right here. I'm going to save as draft. You can look through past meetups and see how they were introduced. Again, these are global things. So these are meetups from the community. 201 attended, 322 attended. I want ours to blow those numbers out of the water. I want us to be like unbelievable. We're going to be 500 at least.
Okay.
Ooh, no, we got some competition here with Identity.
Yeah, we can also use social media to share this this meetup, like some on LinkedIn or other social media. Could be nice.
Yes, definitely. But we really have to get that message interesting. So that, again, is what I'm asking this week for help with, is to make this awesome. And I know there's some great writers and great ideas in here. Please, I would love to see 6 people put a line in here and have, you know, this run all the way down to the bottom of it. That you can't fill up a wiki page, but I would love to see everyone's ideas, and then we'll just merge them together and have something great. Like our media message last week, I still think that that's like the head of everything. We're going to use that marketing message. Where did I put that? I think it was at the top. What are we doing? And this was it. Put that everywhere, you know, as a starting point for what we're saying, so that it knows what we're doing. So keep that in mind. And again, please help out. I love to see, when I go to a wiki page, to see that someone's edited it like makes my day. So,
okay.
And I'm finished.
Yes,
so
great.
if you want to start, Gianluca, I will stop sharing my screen and turn it over to you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, let's share my screen. Beautiful. Yeah, okay, this is for triple, but I want to start from there. Yeah, it's a link shared from Bobby. Thank you. It's a very interesting device that company has created. And also, yeah, I checked out the price. It's very competitive, and also our system in future can, I think, can be cheaper, no more, but cheaper. And but it's very beautiful because it's a device. Yeah, I checked out the website, so it's very interesting. I want to share that link on the chat if anyone wants to check the system. It's very interesting. Thank you, Bobby. And yeah, the idea is to reach the same performance in terms of cost, in terms of response time. Yeah, I think we are very close to that price. I will check when we have the Docker architecture, and we will talk soon about that. But also, I'm checking the time, and we have our response around the 4 or 5 seconds, means that sometimes we have a response in 2 seconds and some other in like 6 or 7 seconds. It depends on the how much complex is the question that we ask to the system. But I want to fill a Google Sheet in order to have several tests on that. And so about, okay, this is in the future. If someone has an idea for logo, I don't know if, I don't know, Tribor, I see you are very skilled on graphical part. You know different tools. If you have some ideas or some test that you want to try and share with us, also in the future, it could be nice to have a first logo, and if just to also to check the other tools on Hyperledger ecosystem.
I wanted to confirm one thing. Are we moving forward with AI FAQ or Nexus? Because which name should I make a logo on?
Yes, you're right. For now, we have AI FAQ because David suggests to us to maintain a domain with this name until the incubation process, because he said that sometimes in the future the name will change, so the idea is not change 2 times now in the future. So you can think that we can have this name until the incubation process. If you want to try something to have a logo, it's very nice for me. Take your time, or also other people, if we have other people join the project which has a skill in graphic, in design. So I'm happy to have a first version of logo. It's another topic that we can talk in our weekly meeting. And what about the API issue I solved during last week? Also, I prepared a document and I shared the document on Discord. Also on chat you can see the document, and also in LinkedIn. The idea is to also to check if someone need to likes to read our posts, and just a number we received. I received about I think 700 impressions and about 10 likes to the posts. So some people are interested in the project, and also to learn something, because the one learning objective, let me open the document, is to learn how to fix a bug in Python language. And starting from the error, you have to investigate the reason, reading the other error messages, and dive in. When you have the error messages, dive in the code. And also in our case, we have the history, create like an overflow, I think, and big response after 2 or 3 question to the system. And so the idea is to for example, is to also put the code is to change the code and remove the history for the moment. Yeah, also some of you suggest to me to reduce the at the limit. I guess we can do in the future. Yeah, we will do. But at the moment, I think the smartest and easiest way is to remove the history, and that's that's the solution. I also share the code and also the prompt. It's very light at the moment, and system after 5 questions will works without error. So this is the solution, and also it's a good opportunity to learn how to debug how to fix some bug. Okay, yeah, I think another good news are two good news are one is that we are we have our first version of the graphical user interface. This week I will test, and also the idea is to merge in dev branch or in main branch. If we have good documentation, we will talk with Snowflake. And so next week we can start talking about the Docker container, and so we can when we have Docker container, we can also install the system on a cloud. So we are working on the respecting the deadline. Yeah, I finish, and also I see this slide from Tibur. If do you want to share your screen? You want to talk about the content marketing, Tibur?
Yeah.
You like? Okay.
Tripur,
Thank you.
can I just finish some work on the development team? I have some things to share here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay. Do you want to add something? Is opening?
yeah, I have some PRs open on the repository, and some people want me to discuss those PRs. So
Okay. Any question about the development part? Okay. No.
is my screen visible?
Yeah. Go ahead, Smokely. Thank you.
Yeah, just okay. So recently we've had some PRs on our repository. Uh, so I'll take the first one that was raised by Sauradeep with respect to the sidebar component for our application. And I suppose, so what we were talking about, Sauradeep, was the final UI changes that need to be made to this PR so that we could get this in. And although it's great work, one of the things that I wanted to mention here was related to how chatbots usually have this sidebar component. So I think this was what you had suggested, and this is the change that you suggested. So although it looks nice, and it's fine for mobile devices as well, it's very responsive and it works well. What I wanted to improve on was like if you open this, if you're on a widescreen mode, and if you try to open this component, it sort of works similar to how a sheet works, like in the present scenario as well. And we can change this. So what I wanted to do was similar to how ChatGPT does it. So if you sort of look at how ChatGPT has their UI, uh, although we shouldn't be copying this, but I just feel like it's a better user interface. And if you look at this, the other main component also shifts, unlike what we are doing here. So what I wanted to do was do something similar to this, and this is
Got
what I
it.
was suggesting you as well.
Yeah, I guess I render it on the overlay. That's because it's doing this. I got it, bro. I definitely.
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, so this is one thing that that I would want to be fixed, and then we can go through with merging this PR. The
Yep.
okay, awesome. Now the other PR was related to what Sarvesh has already Dockerized the current version of the backend, which I think is great. But the feedback was generally that you should split this PR into two components: one for the read the docs automation scripts, and the other one for the Dockerizing the current backend. It's up to you, whichever version you want to keep here, and whichever version, whichever part you want to create a new PR for. But the Dockerization is focused for the next week, and it will take some time, the backend Dockerization, because we may have to use multiple models uh, and then decide on which particular model we want to Dockerize for the production systems. So or maybe we want to do for multiple, we want to provide multiple models, or the fancy tech that is VLMs or something like that. But in any case, I think I had a talk with Gianluca, and we were looking at orchestrating everything with LangChain. So that could be there as well. So at this moment, we don't really want to push forward with any changes to the Dockerized backend. Front end, I'm happy to take any PRs for the front end, like Dockerizing the front end. But at the moment, the backend the PRs related to backend might be stale. So, so what I suggested was to split these into two PRs so that we can get the automation scripts in, and because this would be important while setting up the repository as well, and for any easy access for the backend for setting up the server as well. So if you can split this into two PRs, that would be great. Also, one thing I wanted to mention, the way that you have worked on this, that is great. And over time, I think with respect to some of the projects that Hyperledger has, like the new documentation for Iroha is not hosted on Read the Docs. So you may have to find some way around that, like getting this particular all these documentation into your ingestion pipeline. So this is something that you could focus on. But in subsequent PRs, uh, focus on these on subsequent PRs. I'll open an issue for it as well.
Just one, can you just change the screen to the PR?
Yes, yes.
So what I will do is just the Dockerization code. I will split the PR into two parts: the automating the downloading read from docs and Dockerizing the backend. For the Dockerizing the backend, I will create a draft PR. So just I will add commits to it, and then we are done with the backend. Then I can just make additional commits to it. And for the read the docs, I can add a support of adding TXT files and PDF. And for the recent documentation you link shared, we already have a thing called a recursive loader in the actual code. So in the config.yaml, we just need to add this link to there. So what we can do
Okay,
is
so
add more documentation on how to add more documents. Like I can add support to the PDF format and the TXT format. So I can do
right.
that.
Yeah, if you want to split it into other PRs as well, that is also fine with me. Like keep the scope of this particular PR limited to like automation, the script.
Read from docs.
The
Yeah, right. Hmm.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yeah,
got it.
and you can add more PRs on top of it and
Yeah.
link them to their
Right.
issues as
It
well.
would be, yeah, it would be more readable and to
Yes,
know how the
yes.
commits. Yeah, okay, got it.
Okay, awesome, awesome, Saurabh. And I think the third PR that one contribution from my side was that I have already added some continuous into. I think Gianluca wanted to say something.
Yes, yes, thank you. Just one idea. In my opinion, we should implement the most general code. So I checked out the Sarvesh idea of the creating a script which automatically can download, I don't know, read docs. But I checked the code also, and I see that one thing, read docs, it's our example, but in the future we can have also system with different document sources. So the idea is to have a general code, but also another question is related to the script. because if I've seen that the script contains commands related to the operating system. Is it right, Savesh?
Yes, for the Docker part, yeah, it contains comments.
Okay, yeah, because in my opinion, if we create a Docker architecture,
Mhm.
it would be no related, yeah, like operating system agnostic. This is the idea, and also, yeah, in some way we will check how to do that, but also the idea is to do not connect our system to a technology or to a specific commands, but yeah, it's very good to add as example some example. I don't know. We can do something like, okay, this is our code. We can configure something related to Apple Ledger Fabric as example, and that are our script. So in a separate way. This is my opinion, because in the future someone could connect the system to, I don't know, Hyperledger IROA or other kind of system. Also, we will think to open source community in Linux Foundation. Yeah, generally they have read docs, but we are not sure about that.
Mhm.
Okay.
It could be like if they have, they can add. If they don't, they can leave it empty. So it takes data from multiple sources, like the URL recursive loader or the GitHub comments or the what we say PDF files and the TXT files. Or if they have read the docs, then we can add this. So it would be a more general approach for it. The data source can be anything. So that was my thinking when I wrote the code.
Yeah, okay, but the idea is very good. The idea
Mhm.
is very good. Yeah, but I think about the implementation, I'd like to have general code and with specific example, specific configuration, specific commands as examples. The code could be general.
I have added a example in the readme.md file there. Yeah, here.
Okay.
Mhm. The
Okay.
adding the read the docs URL in the readme.md.
Okay, okay, you are right. I will check. I will check this
Okay.
week
Yeah,
and
yeah.
will reply to all the
Sure, sure,
people.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
I
Thank
will
you.
add more comments to the PR. I guess I lacked there. So I will create a new PR, not a new PR. I'll update this PR and add more comments to it. So it will be easy. Yeah. This I was referring to the image.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Uh, awesome, Sarvesh. I think, yeah, I think the last one was by Jacqueline. And if Jacqueline, you have any questions related to this, you can ask. Uh,
Hi, I just saw your review, so I'll just maybe look into that and I'll let you know if I have any questions.
okay, sure. Yeah, that's it from my side.
Okay. Thank you. Tripur.
Sorry, just a
Sorry.
small thing I want to add in the dev part. We can just add a WebSocket connection so we can stream the output from the model. So the response time would be more like user friendly, like the Chat GPT Claude gives. So it would be not the
Yes, I think
indefinite time of 3 second, 5 second, depending on the length of the output. So that was one suggestion we could add that functionality.
yes, and
Uh,
if you want to do this like not as expressively as ChatGPT does, you can do something like server-sent events, which are basically streams of data that you could send to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
client.
Streaming the output. Yeah, right.
Yes,
Hmm.
yeah, this is definitely on our
Okay.
docket as well.
Okay.
We'll definitely have this. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarvesh. Thank you, Swapnil and Tripur. Sorry if you want to continue. Thank you.
Hi everyone. So there is. I'm not able to share my screen. I'm not getting those. I'm not getting that.
Uh, yeah, also, if you want, I can share the slide you added.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
that one? Okay, perfect.
Yes. So everyone whoever wants to be the part of the social media like committee, I want everyone volunteering to like do this course. It's free, and Jano, can you click on the content marketing so that it will open up that like website, HubSpot Academy.
Okay. Do you have a link that we can share on
Yeah.
chat? Thank you.
So basically, I wanted everyone, whosoever is in the social media team, to complete this course. Therefore, like it's very small course, like so that when we have a meeting next Monday, you have the idea how to like do the content marketing, because hello.
Yeah, yes.
You were,
Sorry.
we couldn't hear you for a minute.
Um, Actually, Janko, can you again share the like the
Yes, sure. Yes,
I'm
sure.
putting a link in the chat box. Can you open that?
Yeah, yes, sure. Sure. Okay.
No, the last one that I'm sharing. It's a wiki
Okay.
page that I've shared.
Yes, sure.
So I guess Anshika wrote an article on Medium. So these are some correction and improvements from my side that I want to like suggest her. And Anshika, if you are writing on this, I think you should like remove the name Nexus because we are not using it now. So that is like you can go through all these points, as well as I have a logo, but I'm not sure that it will work or not.
Oh,
I
you
will
got
share.
to show it to us now.
Yeah, I really want to do that. I just don't know why I'm not able to share my screen. Gianluca, can you try opening the link that I'm sending you? Maybe if
Yeah,
it.
yeah, sure.
Okay, it's not open. So
Can you paste it into a wiki page?
yeah, I can do that. I just wanted to show that while sharing the screen, it's too cool, like so cool. Let me just do that.
That would be great. I'm dying to see this.
Is it in that wiki page?
Um, Actually, I'm adding it to the slides. Gianluca, can you open the
Okay.
presentation? Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, sure. Uh,
just a
which
second.
slide? Okay, yeah, yeah.
I'm not saying like this is the last option. Like I just wanted to put something out there for us to. This is one of the logo. Can you all see it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have something else that I also want to share with everyone.
I like the font.
Um, just a second. I'm adding another slide. Can you shift to that?
Okay.
Is it visible to everyone?
No, the last one. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Great. Great.
I like how clean it is, and I like everything. My only issue with it is you can't read it because I would just add the line for the two A's
Okay.
because they look like N's.
Yeah, we can do
Mhm.
that.
You know, like they don't look like A's, they look like N's. So it
Yeah.
doesn't read AIFAQ, it reads NIFNQ. But I love how clean it looks. I love the colors. I love everything about it other than the line for the A.
Okay. I can change that. Uh,
I think it's great, great work. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
I will thank AI for that because took the inspiration like AI
Yeah, I
logo.
think it's related to the font, but also changing the font. I think you can choose one is where the A it's similar to A, not to N.
Okay.
Also
Yeah, we
changing the font,
can do
but
that.
it's great, great work also because you can see the like the merchandise. So when the logo we will put
Yeah.
in the picture.
Yeah, we should sell this stuff after our meetup, see how that goes.
Exactly. Um, next time we will be like participating in Ethereum biggest hackathon, maybe in New York or in whichever place, so we can give this merchandise to everyone. Promoting
Yep,
ourselves.
there you go.
Hmm.
It's funny because you guys were talking about August in New York. And I had one of my friends here over the weekend, and she runs a art gallery in Manhattan, the Pace Gallery. And she said that if we're all in town, she'll give us a private tour of the gallery. So I was like, oh, yes, we have to go to New York in August.
Yeah,
So,
I'm up for it, Bobby. I am
oh,
landing on 21st of August. So that will be the next thing that I have to do.
I will. I'm available the end of August, beginning of September. So we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. For everybody else on the call, if you can be in New York on the end of August, we'd love for you to join us.
Yeah, I will check. I will check. I think it's a good idea is to meet this summer, like at the end of August or the first week of September. Could be nice.
Yep, that would be great. So again, hopefully we're a little over time, that everybody keeps working on stuff. If you have any ideas, please put them on the wiki page. And I'm sorry I didn't get to go over, I think it was Ankasha's stuff, but she wants to introduce that. Maybe we'll send something through the Discord about meeting Thursday if we see a lot of activity on the wiki page with a lot of content coming in that we need to decipher before we talk to David. We'll do something Thursday. So everybody have a good week. I'm going to go take a HubSpot course right now. Thank you very much, Tripor. And if anybody has any questions, please email. Is that it for you, Gianluca, or we have other stuff?
Okay, thank you, Bobby. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice week, and we will see next Monday. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.